Hello mirrors. Today I'm going to be doing a love reading for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the month of June. So if you're new here, welcome to Law of Attractions and Mirrors Tarot, where we use the cards as a tool to help integrate the fragments of ourselves into one so we can self-actualize into the people we were born to become. With this knowledge, we can begin to manifest all of our deepest desires if we simply take responsibility for our power. So let's see what you're bringing in to the month of June as far as your love life goes. And these cards I pick, it's going to be kind of like a progression. So right off the bat, we have Seven of Swords in the reverse. So I feel like you're getting out of a period of deception. Perhaps you've figured out some type of truth with your person, or even within yourself, like how you view the connection. A lot of times we lie to ourselves far more than the other person ever could to us. You know what I mean? Like tricking ourselves into believing like something's more, or not understanding signs, not realizing our bad habits, not all of these things. So I feel like you're coming into this month with a new perspective in that regard. Yeah, and because of that, you are in a really positive mindset. You've realized that you have, I want to say, more control over this relationship, maybe even how you view the relationship, because now you're seeing things in a completely different light, literally with the sun here. And maybe you've started to learn about manifestation and law of attraction. That is a possibility for many of you. For others, you're just starting to see that, oops, that's way too many. There we go, perfect. You're starting to see that what you think really makes a difference in your relationship, and how you know, if you're not in a relationship, just in general, like how things show up for you. Let's see what else. So this is probably like something you're going to start like learning in this month. Yes, and so you're not feeling so like burdened anymore, because maybe you've realized that you've taken on so much with like a negative mindset, and with these illusions that you've created in your head. It's like you've created this burden for yourself, and in this month you're going to be getting out of that. There's going to be challenges this month, but you're absolutely going to overcome them. As you can see with this Seven of Wands, he's like so huge on this planet, like these are literal like mountains, and he's massive. So yes, there's challenges, but I think you're really going to understand your power this month. You're going to understand that you can take this burden and you can overcome it. And not only that, it makes you stronger by overcoming it. You start viewing obstacles like opportunities rather than just hurdles, you know, that are meant to distract you or push you away. Like nothing ever is. It's all here to get you out of this deception. It's all here to make you realize that you are powerful, and everything is you pushed out. So by the end of this month, I feel like because of this knowledge and what you encounter, you're really going to be focused on juggling your attention and effort into this other person, as well as yourself, and maybe some other things that are important to you. So this is like a lot of self-focus, I feel, and just taking on the obstacles that do come up in your relationship as opportunities. Okay, so what is the overall energy for June for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus? What is the overall energy? Six of Swords and King of Swords. Cool. So yeah, exactly how I was feeling. Like you're getting out of this deception, but what you're doing is you're walking away from limiting beliefs, and you're moving towards like ultimate truth. So perhaps you're taking on a lot of different perspectives this month. You're thinking about your person in deeper clarity. You are considering how what you do affects them, but you're also realizing that the more focus you put on like self-love and making sure that you are, you know, kind of spreading your efforts into things that truly matter, that you are manifesting this relationship into the type of relationship that you want. So we have rhodozite. So this is about altering your physical environment in order to create better harmony. So in regards to your relationship, make sure that you are, the time that you're around your partner and you're spending with your partner is positive. This could also be a sign for, you know, your physical environment as well, making sure that you are clearing out energy, clearing out space, because it could be affecting your mindset. But this is about clearing energy, which is what this month seems to be in regards to your love life and just in general. So let's see what else is going on with Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in regards to their love life. I remember soul plan, the fated life versus the destiny life. Oh my gosh, I freaking love this card, guys, because once I saw this card, it just stirred something in me and completely like altered my view of reality and what's going on. It's funny, it's right under here, under the Magician and 10 of Wands in the reverse. So this is really cool synchronicity here. Okay, so the fated life would be this 10 of Wands, which he sees in the reverse, which is great. And then the destined life is the Magician. So the fated life is, okay, so we're all conditioned. We all have different experiences, levels of consciousness, ways of thinking, all of these things that shape us, what society expects from us, our friends, our family, our loved ones, our enemies, our exes, you know, all of this stuff. Of course, the media, it's very complex, but it's almost like you can put this information in a computer in like a complex algorithm and figure out exactly what your next step would be, okay? Because it's actually really concise. It's basically the idea if you were to be in someone else's shoes with all their exact same, you know, past and level of consciousness, you would choose the exact same way they do. That is the fated life. This is why people go through the same cycles over and over and over again and they don't get anywhere in life, okay? But the destiny life, that is the one where you say, I am the magician, okay? I am in control here. And that doesn't mean being controlling. It means understanding that you are powerful. And with great power comes great responsibility. It is about taking responsibility in what you're creating. And this is what the Seven of Swords in the reverse is. And this King of Swords, this is what ultimate truth is. You are like a god or goddess, and it is important to realize this, because then you can take control and you can start altering the future. You know, you don't have to depend on, gosh, I've had these like bad habits that I can't seem to get rid of. Well, the reason why we don't get rid of them is because we're not taking responsibility. We're not taking responsibility for change, and we're not taking responsibility that we have the ability to change it and to make it different. We blame external factors, these types of things. Okay, so this month you're really going to be getting in your power. Like, this is so amazing. And this might be more of like a you month, not necessarily so much about the other person, but take time and understand that this time is pertinent. It's very important for you to understand and to grow as a spiritual being and have this metamorphosis. It's so important and so worth it. Okay, so let's get specifically into your connection with these romance angel cards. You deserve love. You are lovable. And that's what the destiny life is gonna really reveal to you, that we are all these glorious beings that are from source. We are all love underneath it all. We may act in very negative ways because of our past. I mean, even the worst crimes in history, you know, it comes from a place of not feeling like they deserve love for themselves, and that ends up externalizing on everyone else. So yes, you are going to realize this month that you deserve the love that you seek. Whether you're single or in a relationship, this is necessary to understand, to maintain and progress that relationship, or to get in, you know, your power to be in a relationship. Pay attention to red flags. The signs are cautioning you. So this is coming right under this 7 of Wands. So yeah, make sure that you are paying attention when things don't show up the way that you want them to while you're manifesting. That doesn't mean that, you know, it's destined for failure. If you believe it's destined for failure, you are going to make it happen like that every time, because you are so much more in control of your reality than you realize. But they're red flags, and they're that way to make you realize, okay, I'm focusing too much on the negativity here. Like, for instance, if your person's not communicating with you as much as you'd like, that is not a red flag to be like, this person's a terrible communicator. Screw this. I'm done with this relationship. That's how 3D people approach it. That's the fated life versus the destiny life. Like, you are here to say that, I'm sorry, I got off track with my train of thought. Basically, those are just ways that you can look at what's going on and alter it. Be mindful, be this magician, start changing your mindset and say, no, they love communicating with me. And then making a logical path as to why. Okay, they're busy focusing on themselves, you know, focusing on like loving themselves and taking care of themselves so they can be a better partner for me. And then when they do communicate, showing gratitude, not necessarily directly to them. I mean, be respectful, of course, but showing gratitude to the universe, thanking the universe, and staying in that space of that happiness that communication makes you feel. Like, a lot of times we don't want to do that because we don't want to like have false hope, but that's the thing, like, we're creating our reality. So if you can continue to feel that way, even if things don't show up exactly like you want, if you keep that mindset, regardless of what the 3D says, you are going to get exactly what you desire, like what your heart desires. Children in the reverse. Children in the reverse. Your love life is being affected by children. So that could be a specific message for some of you guys. Maybe there's some integration going on with childhood issues, actual children. It might be that there is an issue with maybe one of you wants to have children, the other one doesn't. Maybe this is a relationship where there is children involved or whatever. But with it in the reverse, I feel like this is something that's moving out. But I think for an even bigger part of you, number of you that are listening to this has to do with childhood issues that are being resolved in this connection, okay? Let's see. I'm going to get one of these. Once was innocent, knowledge means change. It's in the reverse. So this month, I feel like you might be a little bit resistant to this change. Not like taking the knowledge that you know and applying it, but that's okay. That's part of the process. It's kind of like sometimes we need to know, like, hey, we have this knowledge, but we're not actually applying it the way that we know we're able to. So take that knowledge and process it, chew on it a bit. You don't have to, full on make changes. I was only trying to get one, but you know what? I'm going to get all three of these. I'm not reading these in the reverse. Manifesting miracles. Express your creativity and spiritual abundance. I love this card, guys. Isn't she beautiful? Okay. This card is, I mean, all three of these cards are absolutely stunning. I love this deck. So with manifesting miracles, it's like what you believed was impossible, it is becoming possible. And that's because you're getting in this Magician and Sun energy and laying off your burdens, laying off the self-deception. So literally we have manifesting. Express your creativity. Doing something creative can get you out of this mindset. Sometimes we get like, when we get this type of knowledge and we start to feel it, it's kind of overwhelming, but expressing your creativity can help with balancing the right and left brain. And also it is balancing your sacral chakra, which is like sex chakra. I do see a lot of yellow here. So there is, could be that type of thing going on in your relationship. So spiritual abundance. So with this, you are going to have abundance, and in your relationship, this is a love reading. So that's what I would take this spiritual abundance. And it won't just be your relationship, it'll be so many different things. So I'm going to end this because it is running a little long, but if you've enjoyed this video, please like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you can be notified when I do post videos such as these, law of attraction, pick a cards, that type of thing. That is it, guys. I love you.